Hello, my crafty friends. This is Sheree. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to my craft room. I'm here with a little flip through of this finished journal. So I've been working on this with you, and I've got a tie closure here. This pretty ribbon that I showed you that I was going to cut shorter and take the beads from one end because it was so long and just make it shorter and sew it back on, and that is what I did. Here's the sewn on edge. So now you have this pretty satin silky bow with the two beaded ends here. So gorgeous tie closure on this one. And on that I have, let me show you a little charm here that I made out of a cabochon in a middle piece. It's clipped on there with a bull pin. The colors went so well I had to include that. So we just untie that and we'll see what we have here inside. Now I showed you the outside already, but just a quick little recap of the outside. It's got a soft spine, but super sturdy. And so here's the front decoration, upholstery fabric on the spine. It's about a 1-inch spine with 2 signatures. You can see the sewing there. The back, some layers here of lace. There's a vintage, underneath here is a vintage measuring tape, and you can see the fabric there. And then this little tassel, little lace, vintagey lace tassel with a metal butterfly here, a little bronze butterfly. And so we'll just get inside. So like if somebody gets this and they want to take some of these off here and use them, or cut a piece off or whatever, there's, you can either leave it as a tassel or you use these little lace pieces here. So a little lace tassel. So as we get inside, I have that same upholstery fabric here on the inside and a piece of that pretty lace there. And I think I think it's the same in the back. Yeah, see there's the upholstery and the pretty lace there. It's a pretty really vintagey lace, really beautiful, delicate lace. So here's the pocket in the front, and I stuff this journal full of ephemera because I need to use a lot of my handmade ephemera. So I just stuffed it full. There's like 3 or 4 pieces at least in each pocket or tuck spot. This is a little vocabulary card. This is a little piece that I have the original bird, like what do you call it, cigarette little booklet where you collect these, like a little collection booklet, and with original little cards in it, and I copied them and cut them out. So this is from a copy from my original. I'm not quite ready to give away my originals because I've only found that once, and I found it in like Delaware, so somewhere like that. Like we drove up north, and I found it, and I was like, wow, like I had to drive all the way up here to find this. I'll never find one ever again. This is a little, I think this is an original picture I cut out of something. It's like most of these little black and white pictures like this I get from Reader's Digest, so it might have been from a Reader's Digest. But it's just some ladies, they look like they're either, I think they're doing laundry. I don't think they're cooking. They might be doing laundry, but really cute little black and white picture there. It's backed on file folder and just a little envelope that is empty. You can put something in there, use it to decorate, use it in a little cluster or whatever. I just have a few of those that I made. So everything in here is original, except for what I tell you has been printed, which are only little things like that one little bird card that I told you about already. I've got some pretty scrapbook papers in here, and then all my coffee dyed and other original papers that I've collected from thrift stores. So this is an example of, I think this is avocado dyed here. And then this is just a, kind of accounting page from an accounting book that I picked up. This little pocket that we put in together, and I stuffed it full of goodies. So in the very back pocket I have a kind of a scrappy collaged bookmark. It's on file folder, sewn around. It's got a little piece of eyelet lace up there. That's in the very back. In the next pocket we have this pretty little tag here. It's like a double tag. Got a little button there, a little metal piece there, a little brad. So that's in the second little pocket there. Next pocket, we have, it's like 4 pockets here. A little book made from a, little booklet made from a playing card that says Memory Lane, and a few little pages in there. Little playing card that's sewn together on the sewing machine. And then a little kind of a scrappy tag or journaling card here. That's sewn around also. And then here we decorated some of these pages together. We made this little tab, little pocket here, and I added this little cluster with a button. And then in here are 2 pieces, journaling card, backed on file folder. And then this is an envelope that I showed you. I had this little R sticker floating around on my table here, and I said, I'm putting it somewhere, and I put it right there. It looks like a little, I think it's cute right there, where the stamp would go if this was an actual envelope. Here's the back of this. This is just from a page from a children's book, and then in here I just put a little journaling card, a little scrappy journaling card. So that is in there. You see music paper here with that little pocket. We put this in together. If you didn't see the videos where I was working on this, just go back, a few, and you'll see them all. I think this is the 4th one, 3rd or 4th, but I think it's the 4th. And also my junk journal playlist will be linked below. This is another little picture that I cut out of a book and made into a journaling card. This is just a little tag I picked up at a thrift store. A little journaling card that I made out of this little calendar piece. And this is just a little mini tag that I received. This little, whoops, I can't keep hold of it. I received this little tag in Happy Mail, and I think I added the string on the top. But it's like a little lantern with fireflies flying around it. Super cute. And I love the little technique she used on here with the glitter there on the back. This is a page we did together where this is, I believe it's avocado dye, and we added this piece here. And this is coffee dyed composition book paper. Here's scrapbook paper here that has been avocado dyed. And this is a little piece I received in Happy Mail. Got writing space, a cute little poinsettia piece there. Doesn't have to be for Christmas. Just vintagey looking and cute. Another little tag that I made from some ephemera pieces. Got a little topper on it. And then also just some, this is from packaging, and I just added these little pieces here, the little topper and a little rick-rack on the side. That is in there, and you can write on the back of that. Here's the center, and I left the strings nice and long so you can add something, you can tie a bow, or you can just let them hang like that. And then here's this pocket. Here I have a couple little tags. This one, you can see, this is one of my swatch tags. I did some swatching on a book page and then just added it to file folder and decorated a little bit there. The items you see there, a little pretty little butterfly. This was a little piece I cut, like a little bookmark or journaling spot or tag that I cut from I think this is from a greeting card. And then this is one of my little fabric swatch ephemera pieces that I had made. You can see I made it from packaging and covered the packaging with pretty paper, and then added some little fabric scraps in here. So those can be left on there and used as a decoration. You could glue it down somewhere, or you could take the staple out. There's just one little tiny attacher staple right there, so you could take that out and use the little fabric pieces if you wanted to. You can see I have washi there. This is avocado dyed, the avocado dyed graph paper. This is a little part we did together in a video where we added this little drilling spot. This has a receipt on it, from original receipt from when I got this ledger. And this is a flip out there, pretty scrapbook paper, and that's all attached to this music paper. We put this little tab on together. And then this is the back with a little flip out. This is avocado dyed paper with I made a little ring on this one. Whenever I can, I try to make little rings on them too. If I can't get rings on all of them, but I just have one little bowl I set on the papers when they are drying. And so I'm able to make a little ring on one or two of them once in a while. Okay, second signature. This is a flip out. We just did this little pocket tuck spot together. So we've got two little pockets here. We've got in the back part, which is an old vintage linen, we've got this bookmark or tag. And that is stuck right down into that pocket. And then this is a little shallow pocket here. If you didn't see that video, I put glue right here to attach this to the fabric sew. But I did leave it open on the top here where you can tuck a few things in like this. This is a little tag. This is a little journaling spot with a bird on it. And this is a little shaker, a little mini shaker tag. It's so cute, right? And that is in there. And this is coffee dyed cardstock. Pocket here we put on together, but after the video I added this little picture here that I had in my ephemera stash. It's sewn around, and that picture's from, I'm going to guess it's from the Reader's Digest. That's pretty, when I take apart Reader's Digest, I just cut out all the little pictures, or any book really. If I take it apart and I find pictures like this, it's not a copy. I don't know what book exactly it was from though. I'm just going to guess it was Reader's Digest. And then so in this pocket, a little time card tag, a little piece of ribbon there on the top. This is a little journaling card, I'm going to say. Decorated this with scraps that were cut into squares. Decorated the front of that. So you can add something on there as a focal point if you wanted to. And that's for whoever to do what they want with. This is a little button card. When I was in doing the sewing collab for a couple weeks or a couple months, a couple years ago, I made this and I sewed these buttons on. That was that week's prompt. So I sewed these buttons on here and added it to this kind of fabric piece to a tag. So it's a little button tag. It's so cute, right? And then as we turn, you can see all the dyed papers. This is a library pocket that we talked about that I had in my stash that I was determined to use, and the color went so well with this green backing. And I added, this is a few pieces that I had left, a couple of scraps. There's a couple of paper scraps and a fabric scrap from the upholstery that was used on the spine. That's all sewn together right here. And it has the word discard right there. So I covered that discard word up with those fabric scraps that were from, and paper scraps that were from this journal. And so you have a pocket here. Here's the tag I put in here in the pocket. And then you can see the original, which I think is cool. The original number and words from the library there. Some letters over here, and it says grasshopper on the road right there. So I thought that was pretty cool. I wanted to leave that so, you know, whoever gets could see that. I think that's really cool. The center of this signature, lots of room for adding your own goodies and journaling. This is the little glassine bag we put in together, and I did end up putting a little booklet in there. So this is one of my little packaging from when I got the Vintage Ladies washi stickers. We made this into a little booklet. There's a little fabric strip here that I made into a ribbon, and then there's some little pages in here that can be written on or whatever. And I backed it with that pretty paper there, so that turned out super cute. So that is in the glassine bag right there. That's got a little wax seal on it in case you didn't see where we put that on together in that video. I did a little stamp collage here with some of that lace from that scarf, or, you know, like table scarf that we used in the other little collage we did with pocket. Let me see if I can find it real quick. You know what I'm talking about. This one right here. This linen right here had this lace around it, so I cut a piece off and made a little collage there with some postage stamps. And on this side we have, this is my grungy coffee dyed paper, and on this side we added this little folder, or like a file folder, made from an Edith Holden page. Left it open in the back as a pocket, and in here I have two tags. This one and this one. Beauty is truth. Truth, beauty. So that turned out super pretty. Piano roll paper on the back of that. We put this in together ribbon there as a decoration. There's another ring on this page. And that is the back of the journal. And this pocket here, I added one of my spirograph little decoration pieces, embellishments, with a little button in the middle. But yeah, I drew that with my very own spirograph, because I had to be a kid and play with my spirograph. And here's a little journaling card in there. And this is also a little journaling spot. It has mushrooms on the front and writing room inside there. That's just some scrap of paper. And this is a little Pizza Hut ad, but it's from a I think it was, I'm trying to see, it actually has a copyright down here. This looks like it says 1980 something, 1983 or something. But anyway, it's from a vintage newspaper. And I thought it was so cool. An old Pizza Hut ad has, it has the expiration here. January 19, well, I don't know, I can't read that, but you can, if you get this, you can get your magnifying glass out or your extra strong glasses and read that. I know you can see it, I can probably see it through my camera, but right now I can't see it. So anyway, it's vintage, and so that is the journal. It will come with a little goodie pack. This is going to be a surprise to whoever gets this. I will get some pieces together, and that will all come together with everything you see here. The goodie pack and a little pretty little tie closure with a charm. And so I hope you enjoyed this journal, and I'm on to my next one. And I will see you then. Have a great day.